Going.
Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights. Are you sending your arcs into the void and hoping that somebody bites? That's like throwing confetti off a cliff and expecting a party to start. Today, we're going to talk about how to not just share your arcs, but how to find people to read your arcs. People who will read them, review them, and help you make the biggest noise you can with your book when you start launching.
Right. Arcs can be really important, these advanced reader copies, because they get your book into the hands of people before it's on sale so that they can give early reviews or on Amazon review it the day the book comes out. And that can be really important.
Yeah.
So, where do you go for your arcs? How do you find these people that are going to read and review your books?
Well, and quickly, I think you can, I mean, our immediate thought is to find all our friends and family and get them to read these things, right? I mean, we think like our inner circle is going to like support our launch with these arcs, but I think you have to really curate that list because maybe your aunt or your coworker hasn't read a book since 1998. So you want to be finding people who are actually reading books, especially in your genre, because
Yes, this is really important because if you're publishing a sci-fi book and you get your 8 aunts to all give an early review on Amazon and they only read romance, Amazon is going to look at those readers and say, oh, they only read romance. We're going to start showing this book to romance readers, not realizing that Aunt June just read it because she loves you. She just doesn't like sci-fi, but she's going to give you a good review anyway. It will turn your book in a different direction for Amazon sales. You do not want that.
you
You
do
want to
not want to
actually
do
have
that.
art readers who like the types of books you read.
Exactly.
That's a great segue into my number one place for ARC readers is my newsletter list.
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely, because you know these are people who have signed up for what you are offering.
Right. And what I'll do is in my newsletter, I'll say, hey, I will give you a free advanced copy of a book if you're willing to provide an honest review on Goodreads, BookBub, Amazon, wherever. I usually say all three. and so they know. And then when I send them the book, I make sure that they know that it's not the final copy of the book, it's an early copy of the book. Because you don't want to think, oh my God, there was a typo on page 3, in their review. It's like, well, if it hasn't been through proofreading yet, I'll tell them that it hasn't been through proofreading yet. I try and get it done before then. But anyway, that way, not only do I know I'm sending it to people who like what I write or interested in what I write, they've actually said, oh yeah, I'll read a book for an honest review. Now, that doesn't mean that 100% of them are going to give a review. I have yet to have that happen. It would be really fantastic, but it just has not happened yet. But still.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will say they're interested in reading as well, and a lot of people don't have the time to read books as fast as we would like them to. So I've had ARC readers that they don't read a book in the couple of weeks that I want a book read, but they do eventually show up. And sometimes life happens with ARC readers, and they don't get books read.
Oh,
So
life happens to everybody.
yeah,
But I just want people to know, don't expect if this is send out
no,
10 books and get 10 reviews. It doesn't
yeah.
work like that.
Exactly. So our priority is getting them reading our books and reviewing them. Their priority is not our book.
And the reason we talk, and we do talk a lot about getting early reviews, is because it's social proof for your book
Yes.
and because it tweaks the Amazon algorithm. It's one of the things that they look at. If your book has 0 reviews, they're not going to show it to as many people. Uh,
Exactly.
so newsletter list is number one. Another place a lot of people ask for ARC readers is on social media. Especially if you have a decent following on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever you
Yep.
are in the social media world. And you can do the same kind of thing. Hey, if you're interested, I've got ARCs available, and you can either send them directly to BookFunnel, which is where we talked about where you have your arcs ready to go, your copies ready to go, or you can do further vetting since it's social media.
And then if you get, once you go beyond like social media, there are subscription services for finding ARC readers.
Yeah.
There's like Story Origins, NetGalley. What is it? Have you used Hidden
Yeah.
Gems? Is it Hidden Gems?
Yeah, so there's just a couple I want to share with you really quickly. If I can pull up the right page. So one of them is NetGalley is very expensive for an individual author, but Victory Editing is a company who buys the big NetGalley subscription and has permission from them to break that down. And so you go to victoryediting.com, and she has over here, looking for NetGalley co-op, click here. And so you can see the pricing is much more reasonable than NetGalley would be overall if you want to do it for a month because you have a new book coming out. You know, big publishing companies have NetGalley subscriptions. Individual authors often don't. Another one that has an art program is Hidden Gems Books. I think they have kind of a romance track. I'm sure there are many others in different genres. So look around for them. Ask your peers. Find out what they're doing. But that's another way to receive ARC, to get a list to send out your advanced reader copies to. So, and I will say, I have used both of these programs in the past. I'm not using them now because now that I'm a little more established, I have a big enough list that's my go-to. Yeah. So.
And I also think once you start doing these, start collecting the names of your ARC readers. Start, with their names, their emails, what books they've read. It can be a simple spreadsheet or a Word document, because then you can keep coming back to them. And then you can find like a pool of really wonderful ARC readers that will keep reading your books and reviewing them.
Right. And then there are other sites, like I love the promo company, Itsy Bitsy Book Bits.
Yes.
And they also will send out early copies to readers, depending on the package you choose. But it's a great way to get out there, get some early reviews on your book so that it has the best chance of success possible.
Yeah, absolutely. ARC readers are not unicorns. I think we worry about having a hard time finding them, and then we get caught in the family and friends, but you've got to get beyond that family and friends level and out beyond the atmosphere and into the universe, because there are people out there who want to read your book, and they love books like yours, and they're happy to review them. So, let us know how it's going. If you have another ARC place that you find great readers, tell us. We'd love to hear about it. In the meantime, subscribe, ask us questions, leave us comments. We love fan mail, and we'd love to hear from you. So let's see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.